For the past 13 years, I have had the absolute privilege of watching dance transform not only the lives of our youth, but downtown Americus. I was born and raised right here in Sumter County, specifically Plains, but I went to school here in Americus, and I did all my extracurriculars growing up here in Americus. I have always loved to dance. I've danced since I was 5 years old, and I knew from a pretty young age that I wanted to own a dance studio. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do. In saying that, growing up, I never thought dance was anything more than an extracurricular. It was something my friends and I did once, maybe twice a week, and then we performed in a dance recital once, maybe twice a year, but that was it. I loved it, but I never thought it was more than that. I left Americus for 4 years to attend Brenau University. There I earned my BFA in arts management with a concentration in dance. It was there that I learned that dance was so much more than an extracurricular activity. I began to learn the history, proper technique, proper training, the discipline, the creativity that it took. They taught us how to produce productions. It was a world I knew nothing about. I was introduced to genres that I'd never heard of before, people from literally all over the country. And for a while, I kind of resented my dance background from growing up because I was wondering, why didn't I know these things already? My classmates kind of knew about it, but I didn't. I got past that resentment because without those small town studios, I never would have developed a love for dance. But I knew during my stay at Brenau, my visions for my dance studio began to evolve. That is what I wanted to bring back to my hometown. I wanted to bring a studio that taught the things that I was learning while I was there. Proper discipline, producing huge shows, introducing kids here to genres from all over the world. And I'm proud to say that I've been able to do just that. I'm able to witness 175 kids every week with their families investing in dance. And it breathes life into downtown. And there's two aspects of dance that I kind of wanted to focus on just tonight to give examples of how it is breathing life into downtown. The first is just recently, just a year ago, we performed the Nutcracker Ballet. It was a huge undertaking. It was a performance that people usually leave town for. They go to Atlanta, they go to Columbus to see the Nutcracker. And I was like, no, we have the talent. We have the skill set. We have the historic Rylander Theater. We can do that right here. And we did it. 175 dancers took that stage and they sold out 4 shows. It literally brought thousands of people downtown. It filled the shops, the restaurants, the theater, and dance did that. Our local dancers did that. We didn't bring in one choreographer. We didn't bring in one dancer from out of town. It was the dancers of Americus and Sumter County that produced that for our community. Another thing is we have introduced a competition aspect. And I knew nothing about dance competitions until I just threw my dancers into that world. And to stay competitive in that world, you have to bring in people from out of town for that. So these dancers right here are being exposed. We have brought in people from LA, Chicago, Atlanta, all over the country to work with our dancers. And I never will forget when I first told them, hey, we have this really cool choreographer. She's coming in from LA. And they said, she's coming for us? It's like, absolutely. 1, our money is green. And 2, we have the talent. Y'all can do this. And they have. And so dance is building that bridge for our community doors, bringing people from out of town. And that was another thing about the Nutcracker is we had people that were coming from out of town for that show, and we didn't have to have people leave town to go see that show. It was right here. So back to the competition aspect, they travel all over the state. We've left the state a few times, but they get to meet people with similar interests from all over the state, all over the country. There's no participation trophies when we go to these things. You got to win it. So it is beginning to instill a discipline in these dancers that is hard to find in rural communities like this. So with the proper staff, the proper training, bringing people from out of town, we have been able to expose these dancers to a world outside of dance, but also we've been able to bring people into our community, and that's something that I'm always very proud of. Dance is very special to me because it instills confidence in our youth. I see so many little girls that we have to pry off of their mothers or their fathers when they first come. And they're crying and the moms are crying. I was like, no, I've got this, I've got this. And within a few months, they are walking in with their head held high, and dance did that. You put those little girls in front of a mirror in a tutu and you can't tell them anything after that. So, and I always tell them, you better walk with your chin up. And that's not just a dance lesson, that's a life lesson. And so I'm proud to see so many little girls and boys learning confidence, discipline, creativity, finding themselves through dance. I'm very proud of where I am now. However, the past 13 years have not been easy. My very first registration, I had one person show up. It was a devastating day. It was a humbling day. But I'm forever thankful for that one person because I'm not sure if I would have kept pushing if that one person didn't show up. I went to that person and I told them that I still very much believed in this vision. I believed that dance could be something very, very special for Americus. And she told me to keep the money and let me know when she was ready, let her know when I was ready to open. So within a few months, I found 11 more kids, and I opened the doors with 12 kids. And I never will forget the day that I opened. I received a text from my mom that said, "You're about to do the only thing you have ever wanted to do, so take a moment to be proud of yourself and enjoy it." And I share that on social media every year because she's right. It is the only thing that I've ever wanted to do, and it is the only thing that I'm blessed to still be doing and still invest a love for dance, and not just dance, the fine arts, into our youth, into the adults as well. And so I'm just forever thankful for that text, for that one person that believed in me as well at that very first registration. And I'll leave with this. Dance is so much more than an extracurricular activity. It teaches you to stand tall when the choreography is really tough. It teaches you to recover gracefully if you fall. And it also teaches you to adapt when the music changes, because sometimes life changes too. I have watched dance training transform young girls and boys to a level of confidence that they can walk into a room where they don't know a single person, they don't look like that person, yet they still stand tall. And again, that's not a dance lesson, that's a life lesson. And that's extremely important to me as a working mom, because my pride and joy is my 2-year-old little girl, Hampton. And I want her to know that she can dream big and she can do it through dance if she chooses right here in America. So we don't have to leave. We can get proper dance training and be exposed to so many different aspects of dance right here in Americus now. So we have to invest in the fine arts. Because when we invest in the fine arts, we're investing in a community. We're letting every child know that hits that stage that we believe in them and that their voice matters. So the next time y'all see someone on stage, whether it's here at a TED Talk, whether it's little girls, little boys on stage dancing for the first time, it's not just them memorizing a few steps. It's them finding their place in the world, and that is truly powerful. Thank you.